what that one's all about. Tornado warning, severe thunderstorm warning, but there's also a tornado warning.
You see the red there, right?
Yes, I do.
I'm not going crazy.
Nope.
Let's see. You want me to see if I can find something? Hold on.
Oh, wait, maybe it's... Okay, tornado warning in effect until 5:15, and it may not be necessarily for that particular storm. Let's widen this out. Yeah. Okay, there we have it. It's this particular storm right here that has...
It would be in northern Fairfield County, northern New Haven County.
Northern New Haven County, okay.
And it's because of that feature there.
Okay, wow. Okay, so that would include Brookfield, Danbury, Oxford, maybe Seymour, Middlebury, Waterbury, Naugatuck, Meriden, Wallingford, and that seems to be about the eastern extent of the tornado warning right now. So there's a large chunk of northern Fairfield County and northwestern New Haven County, very populated area, that is under a tornado warning right now until 5:15 this afternoon. And evidently it must be due to this particular storm right here.
Check, oh, so we'll see, you can see it.
Yep,
sort of
okay.
balling now. So
yep, we're starting to see a little bit of a hook developing perhaps right. Yeah, it's kind of hard to pin. Let's actually take a look at the velocity mode because we want to get this right. There. Right there, okay. A little bit of a rotation going on just to the south of Patterson, and that just moved into Brookfield. So that storm is moving eastward very quickly. That is the reason for the tornado warning.
Yeah, Candlewood Lake, if you get friends on Candlewood Lake and they're not tuned to the TV, make sure they are. Brookfield and points east from there. I-84 too, pretty close to the Housatonic River.
Yeah, the Housatonic River, yep. Danbury, you're actually going to get some pretty nasty weather very soon. And again, it's coming at such a bad time of the day, right during the afternoon drive home.
Northern Fairfield County tornado warning?
We do.
Okay. Northern Fairfield County.
I just want to quickly look at the correlation coefficient.
And northwestern New Haven County.
Okay. All right, we'll go back to that.
There you go. Okay, that tells a pretty good story right there. So it has moved into western Connecticut. And, you know, before it was northern Connecticut that was really catching it badly. Now this, the tail end of this line is moving into Fairfield County.
Yeah, should we go into some street level and see?
Yeah,
see who
let's go right in. We'll take a zoom in. And that's the beauty of this, is that we can get right down into the neighborhoods. And we're going to get right into the area of Brookfield and New Fairfield. As you can see, we get more and more detail as we go in closer and closer. So Fairfield Drive, Columbia Drive,
Bear Mountain Road.
Yep.
The Candle Lake Road. So Candlewood Lake, you know, is definitely in this.
Yeah.
In and into Brookfield.
You can see how fast this storm is moving.
You see the curl with that.
Yep. Let's go a little bit further to the north with that, and take a look at some of the velocities that are going on with it. Here we go. Yeah. There's a little bit of rotation there.
Pretty close to Route 39.
Yep. It doesn't appear to be very strong, but evidently it's strong enough to you know, issue a tornado warning. Let's widen out just a little bit.
What else we can see.
And you know, maybe perhaps we're looking at another part of the storm that might be suspicious as well. Now that appears to be the one part of the storm that may have the circulation that the National Weather Service and we're concerned about.
I think if you're in southern Litchfield County too, I'd be on guard as well, because you know, it looks like some of that circulation could at least, you know, hug it, especially just north of Brookfield.
Okay, there you have it. That's the reflectivity mode, which shows how intense the rain is. And you know, these storms are going to be capable of putting down an inch or two of rain in a very short period of time. So, you know, not only are we dealing with gusty winds, we're dealing with heavy rain and even some hail mixed in. So it's not a time to be out on the roadways, not a time to go out and let's go park and watch the storm come in. You don't want to be doing that. The safest place to be is in a sturdy building, an office building, your house, inside and away from any windows, away from any storm doors or storm windows that may be metal. You want to be far away from the exterior portion of your house. You know, a lot of us have cell phones, but there might be some people that still have a phone that's, you know, attached to the wall and a wire. You don't want to be on that. I mean, I know we're going back to the dark ages, but, you know.
Look, southern Litchfield County was included now, so I wondered about that.
There you go.
In the tornado warning. And
in the tornado warning. That tornado warning is in effect until 5:30
now. Oh, 5:30, okay.
Okay, there you have it. 5:30, tornado warning for southern Litchfield County. And that, we're going to take a little closer look. That includes
Woodbury, Middlebury, even Watertown is in this.
Watertown,
Wolcott's in this, downtown Waterbury, and yeah, if you're in Waterbury, I'd be paying close attention to this. There are a lot of people in Waterbury.
Yeah, and not to say, well, that area is already under a severe thunderstorm warning, and who knows how this storm is going to survive as it moves toward Waterbury. You can see it's moving very, very fast. We got a radar update right there. It's the heaviest part of the storm. The core of the what appears to be hail is now right on the Connecticut and Massachusetts border, and we're looking at, you know, dual pole hail. We'll also take a look at what we call the Barron button to see what's going on with that storm right now. Yeah, that's. There's a lot going on in this storm right here. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with. In the yellow, we're dealing with winds of 80 miles an hour. And, you know, we said there could be hurricane-force winds, and the reason being is that there's such strong winds aloft. Think of a thunderstorm as a giant mixing machine. Whatever is unequal in the atmosphere tries to make equal by mixing things out. So it can grab high wind speeds aloft, which are blowing at a ferocious speed, and bring them right down to the ground in the form of powerful wind gusts.
Yeah, but that's yeah. So I would definitely, if you're in that area, Kentwood Lake and just points east, it's tornado precaution time.